more and more companies coming out saying, oh, the Biden administration pressured us to silence you. The entire time, the Democrat Party has been gaslighting us. Oh, we ain't trying to silence you. Who said that? You gotta be crazy to think we're trying to silence you. You gotta be crazy. We ain't trying to silence you. We believe in the First Amendment right to freedom of press and freedom of speech. You gotta be crazy. You don't got any evidence. You gotta be crazy to think that we're trying to silence you. You gotta be crazy to try to believe that you guys are trying to silence us. The evidence is out there. We know that the Biden administration was silencing people. Not to mention, they were silencing doctors, lawyers, all kinds of people. Anytime you said anything they didn't agree with, that didn't fit their narrative, they would silence you. They would silence you. But let's wait for some more people to get in here. Then we can talk and discuss. Hello, Ozzy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm here to talk about, the recent news. I don't know if you heard about it. I'm going to speak some more about the UN and the whole Trump and Melania situation there. I'm going to speak about a lot of what's going on right now around the world and around the country. But let's wait for some people to jump in here. In the meantime, I'll open up my laptop, take a look at some notes, and talk with you guys a little bit. Hope you're having a great morning, everyone. It's hump day. It's hump day, guys. It's hump day. I should have said it's Taco Tuesday yesterday, huh? But I missed the opportunity. But yeah, no, they're trying to silence us out there. They're 100% trying to silence us. But, the good thing is we got Donald Trump now. So, media and stuff like that is freer than ever. Thank God for Elon Musk purchasing Twitter. Thank God for Trump's Truth Social. It's absolutely amazingly wonderful that we got these two great human beings that run media companies to allow our First Amendment right. Because silencing someone because you don't like what they said, or you don't believe their medical opinion, or you don't believe their law opinion, that is censorship. That is a dictatorship. That is fascists. Can anyone understand how the Democrats are the fascists? They actively try to silence people. They will silence you with violence. They threaten to silence you with violence. And at the same time, they're calling us the fascists. All because we want the First Amendment right. How is that not fascist of the Democrat Party? But let's wait for some people to get in here. We'll really get talking about it. But smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Anything you say they don't agree with, they used to try to, get you kicked off Twitter, silence you. We got both Facebook and Google admitting to, cooperating and working with the Biden administration because they were pressured. I just want to know, how the hell were they pressured? With finances? What is the Biden administration going to do if you disagree with them? What is the Biden administration going to do if you disagree with them? I'm just curious. That's the only thing. What do you mean chewed out? If the evil globalists of the UN love you, that probably ain't a good thing. They try to silence Trump. They did multiple things to the Trump at the UN. They turned off the escalator to try to make him and his wife fall over. Melania Trump almost fell over. They turned off Trump's teleprompter because they didn't like that he was pointing out the global warming fraud. They didn't like what he said about ending mass illegal immigration around the world. Because the United Nations is the globalists that are pushing, this whole, let anyone into the country, no background checks, killers, rapists, anyone you want, let them in. You guys don't even understand why they're doing that. You don't even understand why they're doing that. They that to destroy the middle class of these nations. They are doing that to destroy the lower and middle class of these nations. The only people that benefit from mass illegal immigration are the institutions and the elite business owners that can undercut their American employees. And if you don't realize that, you are a fool. And this brings crime all across the country. But guess who doesn't have to worry about crime? The global elites that have armed security everywhere they go. They don't have to see homeless people and drug addicts in their neighborhoods. Where they live, you can't get into it. You can't get into these gated armed security neighborhoods. What's up, Ozzy Ray? How are you doing? Trump really cares about the people. Most presidents don't give a damn. Makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. It's like homage. I guess, the Democrats are pretty much against the First Amendment, because whenever you say some scientific facts or some political facts they say, and they try to silence you and you point out the fact that there's a First Amendment right, they'll say, well, I guess misinformation for all, misinformation for all. I mean, what are we? We're not a fact-checking country. We are a country with the First Amendment right. Facts are subjective. You can't just decide because you don't like what someone says they should be silenced. Smash that like and subscribe button. Abortions are abominations. Don't forget it. I see some of your comments. The New World Order is the United Nations. The Economic Forum, the United Nations. That is the New World Order. And they're trying to push you to support terrorism like Hamas. They're trying to push mass illegal immigration. They have legalized mass illegal immigration in, Canada and the UK. They no longer have anything called illegal immigration. They just call them asylum seekers. They say, oh, it's okay. Anyone can come here and file for asylum. They don't even got to bring no paperwork or identity. We can just let them stay in the country for however long they want. No, that's not okay. These people are ruining our countries. These people are ruining our countries. We don't need them to push Sharia law. We don't need them to push any of that bullshit. We need America to be great again. My ancestors assimilated correctly with this country. Not to mention, they came in the legal way. They came in the legal way into this country. And now we're doing mass deportations of all these illegal immigrants. It is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. The UN is cracking under Donald J. Trump's pressure. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. They try to turn off his teleprompter. They try to turn off his escalator. They try to silence him. They said, get off our stage. He said, no, I'm going to be on stage for 45 more minutes talking about how climate change is a fraud. They said the earth is getting too warm. Then they said it's getting too cold. Then they went from global warming to climate change, saying the earth is getting cold. It's all a scam to steal your taxpayer dollars. And you don't even realize it. Mass illegal immigration is being pushed in all these countries. Do you think it's just a coincidence that in New York, they're letting illegal immigrants live off your welfare money by letting them stay in 3, 4, 5-star hotels, get free food, all that? And you think the same thing is just going to coincidentally happen in the UK? No, this is the United Nations doing it. They don't just open hotels around the world for illegal immigration to happen when someone isn't funding it. The whole funding and the campaign behind it is the United Nations. They were funding illegal immigration in the United States under President Joe Biden. I will debate anyone on open borders. I've gotten, more and more educated on this topic as I do more and more debates. These fools are scared to debate me. They don't want to talk about the policies. They don't want to talk about the politics. They just want to screech at the top of their lungs saying, oh, this or this, this or that. Name calling ad hominem, yada, yada, yada. Smash that like button, though. Smash that like button. The United Nations was funding illegal immigration. They were telling people to come into the United States, and they'll give them free transportation. They'll give them debit cards with money on it. They'll let them transport to, a welfare state. It's very simple. Join the Discord to debate me. Join the Discord to debate me, guys. Smash that like and subscribe button, guys. We are 18,000 subscribers. Just a little reminder out there to all the angry liberals out there. And guess what happened today? The news came out that Google was working, one-to-one with the Biden administration to silence people they didn't like their opinions. Google has admitted to it. Google has admitted to working with, the Biden administration to silence moderate to right-wing people that are saying opinions they don't like. Google has came out and said that Trump has to pass federal laws to protect our First Amendment rights. These media companies should not be silencing people that are not even violating their terms of condition. They admitted to, silencing people that are not even violating terms of service. That is disgusting. Google has publicly came out and said that on the news. This morning, turn on your damn news station. Turn on the damn news. Do the liberals not do any research? Do they not do any education? Illegal immigrants do not deserve welfare. When you enter this country illegally, you do not deserve welfare. And every single illegal immigrant is getting welfare that's coming into this country under President Joe Biden. Now things are getting much better than they were before. But if you're going to sit here and lie and say illegal immigrants, they don't get welfare, they don't qualify. What about all the illegal immigrants being housed in, New York? What about the United Nations admitting to giving them debit cards and free transportation? What about all these social programs that sometimes they are getting access to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? We don't need any mass, we don't need any, what's the word for it? We don't need to let all these people come in illegally and let them stay. We don't need, what's the word that the liberals love to use? What's the word that the liberals love to use? I forget it. Forget the word. But guys, we got 300 people in here. Smash the like and subscribe button. What's that word the liberals love to use when they say we got to let all these 30 and mass amnesty. Zero mass amnesty. That is going to hurt our infrastructure. Here's a great example. Listen, doing these taxpayer projects for illegal immigrants and states using their money harms the state's budgets. States only have a certain amount of budget. They used $1.6 billion in the state of Massachusetts to help house illegal immigrants. That is a sanctuary state. It's a sanctuary state. $1.6 billion of your taxpayer money in Massachusetts was used for funding illegal immigrants' housing. They don't deserve to come into the country. They're hardly paying taxes, if any. And the people that are, putting 10 kids in our school system under their illegal immigrant family, they are not helping to, bring money into our tax system. They are spending more of our tax dollars than they'll ever contribute in their life. In their life. Spam that like and subscribe button. Ironically, I'm on my way to Massachusetts currently. Hey, what's up, Josh? What's up? If anyone wants to piss off some angry liberals, I see some of the biggest haters that have been watching me for 3 or 4 months in the comment section right now. Drop some super chats. I guarantee you guys will see liberal tears. Or if you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, you can drop some super chats as well. I'm not really going through reading thousands of comments right now. I'm just trying to get to the main point of what is happening in our country. Google has admitted under the Biden administration to working with them to silence people that they did not like, not people that broke terms of service, not people that did anything whatsoever. I've never lost a debate. If anyone wants to come and debate me, they can. But to all the liberals out there, you should not be coming on high as a kite with their eyes looking like this, thinking you're going to be able to keep up with my fast-track thoughts and thinking, because that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. You're going to make a fool out of yourself if you come intoxicated on here to debate me. Rather you're stoned, rather you're drunk, you're not going to be able to keep up with my thought process, and you're going to make an embarrassment out of yourself. I mean, that's not hard to figure out. But smash that like and subscribe button. Hit that like button. Let's get to 20 likes, guys. $20 likes. That's fine, Josh. If you want to do that, I got no problem with that. But where I have the problem is when you want to come on here and do a serious debate, you think you can keep up with my thought process, then you probably ain't going to do it. If you're fried out of your mind. Excuse me, I'm still pretty sick. Still pretty sick, guys. But I'm still running circles around the liberals. 12 hours until you're in Massachusetts. Well, good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. Anyone that believes in open borders instantly or what's the word again? Trying to think. Mass amnesty. Anyone that believes in open borders or mass amnesty can never win a debate against me in any way whatsoever. There's a reason no country, has open borders. There's no way anyone that believes in open borders or mass amnesty could ever win a debate against me. It's not possible. It is not possible. It's not rage bait. It's just Trump 2028. Trump 2028. You know what? This kid is a nationalist. How dare him? How dare he put his country first? He's a nationalist. How dare he put America first? He is an evil nationalist. Why doesn't he want illegal immigrants to come in here and harm all of the American citizens and destroy our country? Why doesn't he want that? He's a nationalist. Luckily, it's not a rage bait, guys. It's not a rage bait. Hit that like and subscribe button. The only stimulants I take is energy drinks, because that's all I need. And all the liberals, they are fried out of their mind. They can't have a coherent conversation for 2 minutes, especially even when they schedule live debates. They just come on here like, oh, what did you say? After you already said your talking point like 3 times. They can't remember what they said 30 seconds ago when they beg for debates. How about you take it seriously? How about you take debate and discourse seriously and you come on here and you debate with me one-on-one? Probably because you can't. You're trying to, rage bait, rage bait, rage bait, rage bait. Trump was right about everything. And you guys know it's true. That's why you try to censor. That's why you try to use violence against people. These are all fascist things that the Democrat Party is doing. Ironically, they're proving that, the Democrat Party is actually the fascist party because they have actively been silencing people either with the cooperation of media companies or with violence. That's the only thing that the Democrat Party and the leftists can do is silence people. When you're wrong about every single idea you have, the only thing you can do is silence people. Are the files real? What's up with that? I mean, yeah, the files are real. They got released. The Epstein files are released. But the only thing, the liberals will never admit that the files are released. The liberals will never be happy with any evidence that the DOJ brings about the Epstein situation unless Trump's name's on it. Unless Trump goes to jail, they ain't going to be happy about what's on that, Epstein list. And all the people out there that are Nick Fuentes supporters, okay, he might be right about 10% of the shit he says might be somewhat, accurate. But the rest of the shit he says is bullshit. Not to mention, this man has been exposed for being a fake right-winger. He loves his gay furries. He's been caught exposed having relationships with gay furries. Do not look up to this man, Nick Fuentes. He never has any females on his podcast. He's never been seen talking to any woman whatsoever. I might have to blow my nose in a second, guys. Give me one quick second. I'll blow my nose. You trust Kash Patel to be honest about the files? I mean, do I trust Kash Patel? I don't know. I don't really trust the government too much in general. But yeah, I think they're being as honest as possible. I don't think Trump is implemented in any inappropriate actions towards children because he literally got Epstein locked up twice. He snitched on Epstein in 2006. He got Epstein locked up in 2019. So I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. He cooperated with the FBI. The birthday book is fake. It's digitally created. It was digitally created. Why does it? Even the Democrats will say, oh, this birthday book kind of looks suspicious. It looks like it might be fake. You know how many Democrats I've talked to that admit that? I asked them, if it's a birthday book, why is it in a digital format? They'll say, one of them said, it was sent in an email. I said, well, then why are they claiming it's a birthday book if it was sent in an email? And second off, I don't think, they were sending birthday email cards back in 2006, but how would I know? If it's a scan, then why didn't they show the real thing? If it's a scan, then why is the font in digital format? That's not a handwritten font. That font was computer generated. Even if it was a scan, why is the font computer generated? Why aren't they investigating who faked it? I mean, there's a civil lawsuit going on involving, it being fake. I mean, I guess we'll find out in court when, the lawsuit's completed. But even if this birthday card was a scan, why is the font in digital format? Can anyone answer that question? And why does the Donald Trump signature look completely different than any of his other? Why does it look different than any of his other? Hello, Anglova, how are you? Good morning. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna blow my nose. The caveman is extremely embarrassed. He lost the debate. He couldn't even have a coherent thought because he was high on substances. Very sad to see, man. I wish you can get sober soon so we can have a great debate. Civil lawsuits for faking the president's signature? No, I'm referring to the Murdoch lawsuit where Trump is suing Murdoch for, releasing a fake birthday card. That's the lawsuit I'm referring to. Under Trump, I'm getting $8K bi-weekly as a disabled veteran. MAGA forever. Hell yeah, Josh. $8K a week. More than the liberals will ever make. At least most of them. Because I don't know, the work ethics of the liberals isn't very consistent. I don't know about that. But there are some good liberals out there, that work very hard. I know plenty of them. I have a friend. He's a Democrat lawyer. He lives in the state of Massachusetts. He comes on the show. Occasionally. He's a good man. He's a good father. He does a lot of great things. And it's great to, talk to him. But he's not right about everything. He's wrong about a lot of shit. Doesn't matter if you're a lawyer or a doctor. I can sometimes win in debate points. I've won against this man in a couple debates. Just because he's a lawyer doesn't mean he knows everything about the law and doesn't mean he can win every single debate. What it means is that he's a little bit more educated and he's a little bit more skilled in his debates. And he, literally did debating in college and whatnot. But if you guys have any other questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about, drop some super chats. I would gladly debate with you again, caveman, but I highly doubt you can either A, stay sober, or 2, actually have a coherent debate without ad hominem. Yeah, they're just jealous. They are jealous. I'm full of energy. They are lethargic, lazy, unmotivated, and I'm full of energy and I'm happy. So to them, that must mean substances, because they're lethargic and unhappy with themselves. That ain't have nothing to do with me. Just because I'm happy and I'm full of energy, not my fault that you're using a bunch of substances and you're unhappy. Don't lie here, libtards. I agree. The liberals are mad. I love liberal tears. It's normally in these morning shows that there are more and more liberals because, in the morning shows, the liberals, just like to sit on, I guess, in the morning and scroll through YouTube. Meanwhile, most Republicans are working on their businesses, working on their side hustles, working on anything like that in the morning. But the liberals, they prefer to scroll TikTok and YouTube Shorts. But I'm sure there's a lot of good Republicans out there I see in the chat as well. Not even Republicans, conservatives, all kinds of people. But I'm just pointing out the fact that, mostly liberals on TikTok in the morning, even though we're not even on TikTok right now. But it is true, but there's also a lot of good conservatives out there. I'm not throwing shots at the conservatives out there. I know you're going to have a great productive day because you guys work very, very hard. Very, very hard. Where can I get that hat? Trumpshop.com. Once again, if you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, you can drop some super chats. I'm an open book. I'm glad to answer anything. Just drop some super chats. Have her comments highlighted. We can speak about what you like. Anyway, I hope everyone's having, a great hump day out there. What Trump is doing is fighting against the swamp. The swamp is the United Nations, the people that are pushing mass illegal immigration. He's fighting against the globalist Democrat Party, the party, that's disgusting human beings. Every single time a Democrat leaves a disgusting comment on a Trump supporter's YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, other Democrats read your comments, guys. You don't think that disgusts them sometimes and makes them want to leave their political party because they realize how many disgusting, despicable human beings there are in the left? Do you not use your head and think like that? Because I do. I'm actually happy when you leave this disgusting, despicable comments. That way other Democrats can know exactly how you're acting. It's wonderful. It truly is wonderful. It truly is wonderful because you're not hurting me, you're hurting your political party, which helps me. It's amazing. It truly is. But can we get to 40 likes, guys? Smash that like button. Let's talk about some other things. I'm going to be doing a Bible study group in my Discord very soon. We have almost about 300 members. So please smash that like, subscribe button. Go join my Discord so we can start doing the Bible studies this week. I'm going to be working on setting that up today. No, not the Bible. How dare you talk about Jesus? We're radical leftists. We hate God and we worship Satan. And we want to kill unborn babies. Sorry, radical leftists. Bad news for you. You're on the wrong channel. That's not what this channel is about. This channel isn't about that abortion bullshit and all that bullshit. But smash that like and subscribe button. Let's get to, 50 likes. 50 likes. I am still winning. I can't even see how many dislikes, by the way. I wish I could. It would be hilarious. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, let me know. Drop some good super chats. No, I'm not from Russia. I'm from Florida, the great red state of Florida, where, we don't give $1.7 billion to housing illegal immigrants like Massachusetts does. And I got bad news. If there's anyone out there that's a liberal in Massachusetts, I have a friend up there. He says your state's going more and more red. So enjoy living in a red state very shortly. What did Josh say? Don't even engage with him. Silence him now. That's what the liberals are about. Silence him. Got bad news for you. That ain't gonna happen. Josh, I still need to convert you. That's very troubling, brother. That's very troubling. Very troubling. The thing is, you don't want to debate. You just want to make fun of a person dying because you're a disgusting Democrat demon. That's why you're sad about your life. That's why you don't live a fulfilled life. That's why you have to take substances to make yourself feel better about your life. Kimmel is not moderate, so I don't know what the hell you guys are chirping about. Chirp, 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 chirp. Democrat chirping, chirping, chirping. Chirping, 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 chirping. I'm still pretty sick, guys, but I'm still full of energy. I love how lethargic and slow the Democrat Party is. It makes it so much easier to run circles around them. All I gotta do is drink a lovely Red Bull and they lost the debate. It's over. I'm trying to bring people together. That's what this Bible group is about. But I'm also here to, do debates and discourse against people and, grow my Discord and grow the Bible group in the Discord. It's very, very, very simple. We've already debated before. What else is there to debate about? I know you want a part 2 because you lost. I mean, I'm glad to do a part 2. I'll contact you on there. But all you're going to scream about is a bunch of ad hominem bullshit, and you're just going to make yourself look like an idiot all over again. You're going to scream at the top of your lung, Charlie Kirk, Epstein. And then I'm going to provide you statistics and facts, and you're going to look like a bozo all over again. You're going to come on stream again, you're going to be like, hey, man, what's going on? Let's debate, let's debate, man. That's how you're going to come on again. And you're just going to embarrass yourself all over again. All over again. Let's do a debate in the evening time. I'm doing a live stream right now, and I plan on going for at least 30 more minutes. But we could do a debate around 5 p.m., 6 p.m., any day of the week. Tylenol. It doesn't matter what the President of the United States, what Harvard studies say about Tylenol. It doesn't matter about what the biggest institutions in the country talk about Tylenol. The Democrats don't care. They're going to hop on Twitter while they're pregnant and, start eating handfuls of Tylenol. Even though Tylenol also has links to liver cancer and liver failure, they don't care. They don't care. They do not care. We're almost to 40 likes, guys. Spam the like button. Spam the like button. No, he didn't get banned. He's just very lethargic. He ran out of energy again, unfortunately. But if you guys have any questions, hello, Hillary's emails. How are you, man? Good morning. Good morning. You know what? You deserve moderator status. I don't really need any more moderators, but you're a good guy, so I'll just add you on. Why not? There you go. Trump is going to be in office for a long, long time. And you know what the best part is? They just did a polling after all the Democrats' Charlie Kirk's comments, and their polling is down significantly. They were already at the 40-year low for the Democrat Party, and that was a month ago. Now after Charlie Kirk's passing, they've lost millions and millions more of registered people in the Democrat party. Millions more. It's really, really, really hilarious. They're self-destructing by trying to insult a man that can't even respond to them because he's passed away. They're just disgusting human beings. Just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Speaking of Hillary, it's been exposed for her campaign to make a Wikipedia more left-leaning works. I hate Wikipedia, but it's scary because Google and AI use Wikipedia as their main source. Is that actually real? Does Google AI use Wikipedia as their main source? Is that actually real? Derek, man, if you have a question, if anyone has a question, it's simple. Just drop super chats. The price of gas and groceries is, been going down significantly in Florida. I answer some questions for free if they're good. Not to mention, you have 3K subscribers. I have almost 20K subscribers, so there's a bit of a difference there. Like, I'm not even sure if you're actually in the YouTube partnership program. You do not have more views, but okay. Some of my live streams have over 200,000 views, but okay. Don't be lazy, people. Always read across everything you hear and read online. I mean, they won't even look up the simple studies of Tylenol. They won't even look up the simple studies of Tylenol. I love to live debate anyone. I feel the same way, Josh. They don't want to debate me. Only one guy wants to come on my live so he can scream about Charlie Kirk. And I'm not really up for that. But we'll see. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't happen. Try X energy drink, made in the US, B12 based. Hell yeah, I'm going to screenshot that so I can check it out. It sounds familiar, but I've never tried it before. But I love energy drinks, so I'll definitely check it out. Appreciate it, my guy. What do you want to discuss? What do you want to debate about? You've already lost the immigration debate. You know what, Caveman? I appreciate you. You were one of the early debates I've had on my channel. We've grown a lot then. I mean, what are you going to educate me on what ad hominem is? I know what the definition is. I have Google. I don't really need you to educate me on a word. I have a dictionary. Best energy drink I ever had was called Hell, and it's amazing. I've tried that before. It kind of just tastes like a shittier version of Red Bull. Sorry, Josh. Let's talk about rate cuts. Rate cuts are fantastic for the stock market and, for companies that want to loan out, that want to take bigger loans. Thank you, Salty, for the gift. I mean, we're not just going to debate about the definition of a word. I have a dictionary. I know you might be fried out of your mind, but have whatever that is. That gift ain't even enough for an energy drink. Drop a $2 super chat. I'll use it towards an energy drink. I think you just like the name, Josh. You want me to be real? I think you just like the name. I mean, I used plenty of resources on you last time, and you were very incoherent. In fact, you didn't even use a single source last time. I remember the first time we debated. Thank you, Salty, for the gift. Well, if all you want to talk about is a word that's not even, related to any debate topics. Red Bull is just gross. I do agree that the standard version of Red Bull is gross. You have to get the blue, the green, the pink, any of the flavored ones. Debate with who? It seems like you're interacting with one person. I'll debate with any of you guys. I'll debate with any of you guys. Not a single person has proved me wrong, especially about immigration. I mean, you conceded to multiple points in our first debate. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. You've had about every energy drink. Well, everyone has their preference, Josh. But once again, welcome home, Josh. Welcome home. I know you're begging for my attention, Mr. Caveman, but we can talk after the stream. I'm sure you'll just scream your lungs about your your feelings and whatnot. Yeah, you did concede, but I'm not going to rewatch a debate from 4 months ago. The channel has changed a lot since then. And even if you didn't concede, the way that you handled yourself and conducted yourself, you look like a dumbass. And anything but admitting that is delusional. We can debate any subject you want. Immigration, gun control, DEI, which is racist. Facts over feelings. Always gonna go fishing when you want to just vanishly leave. I don't believe you're gonna go fishing. You're gonna go cry in your room. Oh no, just the guy I debated, his channel is growing and it's getting successful and I'm still doing nothing. Oh, sorry, man. Sucks to suck. I'll debate anyone. Facts over feelings. Facts over feelings. This isn't a debate right now. This is just a public display of speech. To me, it's successful when it's growing 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers a month. But I would honestly like to grow about 10,000 subscribers a month, ideally. Because it's all about, building an audience, talking with you guys, discussing, debating. Also, the amounts of debate and discourse I've had is another thing that makes it successful. The more people we can debate and discourse just makes the channel successful. We're trying to debate as many people as we can. Some days we've had, debates and discourse with, 2 or 3 people in one single day. And these are like hour-plus long streams. Yeah, this is not a debate. If this was a debate, you would see another face right here on the other side of the screen. This is a solo live stream. We're here to talk about recent news. Bradley, if you want to come on the stream, join the Discord. What the hell are you talking about, Andrea? Fuck you. Fuck you, Andrea. Fuck you. I've already talked about, shut the fuck up, Andrea. What questions do you have? Either make them good questions or drop super chats. Trump for Nobel Peace Prize. Fuck yeah. It's not going to be on StreamYard, bro. It's just going to be a 1v1 on YouTube. I use StreamYard for like debate panels when we're debating with like 6 people. That's another thing I'm going to work on. Debate panels. Elephant? What the hell is an elephant? Just because I'm a big, large man, I'm an elephant? Democrats think their debating means something. That's an interesting comment. You know what? They might be wrong. I might not convince them that they're wrong. But you know what? They're debating and their voice matters. Even if you don't have a following on social media, your debating as an American voter matters. People hearing our discourse and debate back and forth matters. So I think I differ with your idea about that. We can debate tariffs, Gary. I'd love to debate tariffs with you. If you want, join the Discord. All right, guys. Unless we have any final questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about, I think I'm going to hop off here just drop some super chats or drop some good comments. If not, I'm going to hop off here for a little bit. We'll see if we can get someone on here to debate. Both, but New Testament. Oh, thank you, Salty, for the gift. Much appreciated, my friend. Why is everyone always talking about the damn rapture? We've not entered any war. Hey, it's okay, Salty. I appreciate you, man. I hope you liked and subscribed. Yes, I know. You don't have to keep spamming. I'm educated on what you're talking about. It's not some big secret. Yeah, we aren't at war, not yet. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Game over for liberals. I just said I would read your comment. If it's a good comment, I can read about it and discuss. If you drop a super chat, I'll always read it, no matter what. Why was the rapture supposed to be yesterday? Can anyone fill me in? Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. You know, I really be thinking about my debate sometimes. It's like, should I chew this person's neck off? Or should I try to, humanize, should I try to get us to humanize each other? Or should I do both? I really just got to consider the debating style. You know what? I think I'm going to try to do both. If someone comes at me, I'm going to try to humanize them first. I'm going to try my best efforts to humanize the situation and try to get them to understand that we're both humans and we're both Americans. And then if that doesn't work, if I try my very best and that doesn't work, I'm just going to result to, chewing their neck off and proving them wrong as much as, humanly possible. Read pad. Let's debate then. Join my Discord. All these comments about, oh, you can't debate. Oh, you don't win any debates. Well, come debate me. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Link in the bio. Discord is link in my YouTube bio. Link in my YouTube bio. Link in my YouTube bio. Link in the YouTube bio. Let's get to 50 likes before I hop off, guys. 50 likes. Yes, I've talked about Trump's UN speech yesterday. I agree with, his bullshit. Where is the link? The link is in my bio. Don't chew people out. Just go to school and learn. I mean, go to indoctrination class. Is that what you mean? You guys are funny with your Tylenol comments. I've already talked about the Epstein situation too many times to even count at this point. It's the American way. Discourse and debate. I mean, I've already talked about Epstein, damn near every other live stream. I'm not going to talk about it 24/7, 7 days a week. There's important topics out there that need to be discussed. But if you want me to talk about something, you can always drop a super chat. If you do, we can talk about Epstein for 10, 15, 20 minutes. I said debate me, Gary. Join the Discord. On YouTube, that's the platform we debate on. On YouTube. We're almost to 50 likes, guys. Smash that like and subscribe button. Bradley, if that's true, drop a super chat. I'll tell you. Drop a super chat. Let's get to 50 likes, guys, then I'm probably going to hop off. I've already had all my thoughts and all my news updates for this live stream. I'm pretty much done here. I'm just looking for any final comments, topics. Guys, how about this? Tell me something I don't know about today's news. Tell me something I don't know about today's news. Tell me something new. Does anyone know anything? Let's hear it. Because I've entertained you guys for the last 50 minutes. Oh, wait. I'll wait. We want to study you? That's fine with me. Any final things? I guess not. You guys don't have a single thing to tell me. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off now. I appreciate everyone joining in. I'll give you guys 30 seconds. If you have any good news updates, anything you want to tell me, or anything you want to talk about, you can drop a super chat. If not, I'm going to hop off. Peace. Did not see the UFO. Sorry, Ken. I gotta mention it. Oh, I don't really like Candace Owens. But somehow I'm not surprised. Before politics were human, what's a hobby of yours? I have many hobbies. I like, fishing, writing, educating myself, reading, watching other YouTube videos. What's my favorite hobby? That's a hard one. I don't know. I just really like to venture out into the world, I guess. Bible studies. We're doing Bible studies, guys, on the Discord. The Discord channel is coming today for the Bible studies. Smash that like and subscribe. I write about all kinds of things. Another hobby I find myself, doing, expanding my vocabulary is one of my new hobbies, I guess. But it used to be an old hobby of mine as well, but what are some of your guys' hobbies? Tell me that. What are some of your guys' hobbies? Before I hop off, tell me what some of your guys' hobbies. Oh, I like hiking as well. I like hiking into the mountains and stuff like that. The last vocabulary expansion. Okay, I'll check that out. Let me screenshot that as well. Boom, boom, boom. It turns out write poems and I dance. That's pretty cool. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Harry. Ooh, I also love skiing. I love skiing and I love hiking. That's another hobby I have. That's a bit disturbing. I mean, if playing music is a hobby, I also have that hobby. You guys are so mad at the mods. Starting a history channel on YouTube. I'll check it out. I'm a terrible snowboarder. I've tried it before. I fall on my face, but I'm a black diamond skier. Black diamond, double black diamond. I actually like that idea, Griller. JS. Double black diamond. Yes, sir. If anyone's curious how I started skiing black diamond, I'll just say it like this. Skiing in foreign countries and not being able to read the ski signs and then realize it's a double black diamond. That's how I ended up continuously skiing on black diamonds. I've already answered this question so many times. You know, I appreciate the question and whatnot. I'm just going to put it like this. Leave the kids alone. Leave the woman's private spaces alone. Don't let them play in the military or anything physical with women. Other than that, I don't care. Do whatever you want. What do you play musically? I said I like to listen to music. I don't play any, I just like to listen to music. But playing music, I used to play the clarinet and I used to practice with the piano. But I'm terrible at the piano and I'm also terrible at the clarinet. He plays the what the hell is that? What do you mean lie about gas? Gas is cheaper in Florida. I don't think I've lied once yet. But anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off now. Damn it. I keep hitting my freaking table, moving my tripod. I should probably move it back a little bit, but whatever. I'll be back, guys. Come back in, 4 or 5 hours. I'll be on stream. What the hell does that mean Obama was $4? Unless we have any final questions, comments, I'll give you guys another 30 seconds if you want to drop super chats or if you want to say anything. I know this is the second time I said, another 30 seconds, but someone dropped a super chat, so we got to continue for a bit longer. Never lied about gas prices. This is a statistical fact that gas prices have gone down over the last year. Ask AAA, the towing and gas refilling company. Look up the source. My source will be AAA. Gas prices have gone down around the country. The only places where gas is more expensive is in, liberal blue hellhole states like California and New York. Yes, the thumbnail is real. Alright, guys. I'll be back in a couple hours. Hit that like, subscribe button. Once again, if anyone wants to debate or have a conversation, or, just come on the stream, join the Discord, link in the bio. I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. Have a great hump day. Peace out. Love you all. Even the Democrats. We're all human. We're all United States citizens. Come join my, come join my Discord and my Bible group. Peace.